Hey guys, how's it going? My name's always, and welcome back to Stoneblock 2. In the last episode, we defeated the mighty Ender Chicken with our awesome new gear, which looks really silly with the goggles on. Nope, that's not better. We'll keep the goggles on. We defeated the Ender Chicken last episode, which is basically the stand-in in this mod pack for the Ender Dragon. And we made some awesome new gear. An enchanter to help make better gear, and just in general, we got a bunch of stuff. So, today we are going to continue to kind of have that shift in gears. I want to make progress with some of the other quests. Still working on the chickens, but there's a single cow there now, because this is the Molten Infinity Cow, a 1% chance every like 4.5 hours it will give us a bucket of molten infinity. Let me do this real quick. And infinity is kinda in game. So we'll be getting molten infinity, 1 bucket every, it says a lot of ticks. It takes a while. It's actually a little bit quicker when it's in the stall, so we're gonna get him in the stall. But we need to just do this, and yeah, we have the amazing molten infinity cow. This guy will eventually produce some molten infinity. And when he does, we'll be able to get a bucket of it and finish configuring our logistics system, the fluid system, and everything's going to be great. So I can take this down. We don't need that anymore. I've been working on chickens. In fact, I have some quests to turn in. Also, we can do this. Let's do it. All of the cows are collected. Perfect. So we do have a quest to do with the cows, and that should complete the chapter. We get a random reward, and we got another Nether Star Crux. That's really good. That is really nice because those are not cheap. For the record, if we want an infinity ingot, the normal way it requires a bunch of neutronium, infinity catalyst, and crystal matrix ingots. Crystal matrix ingots are nether stars and a lot of diamonds. It's like 20 diamonds. Neutronium we get from a machine, which we don't have access to quite yet. And the infinity catalysts require record fragments, which isn't too bad. Endus pearls, which are not too terrible. Cosmic meatballs, which is a bunch of food. Ultimate stews, which that is not the easiest thing to make. A bunch of neutronium, crystal matrix ingots, diamond lattice, all that stuff, plus dark steel, enderium, and singularities. And singularities are a lot of blocks of materials. This is way overpowered. And here's the thing, with the infinity ingots, we can make things like the infinity breastplate and the tools. Fun fact, apart from I think it's just the leggings that require a catalyst other than the sword. The sword has infinity attack damage. You one-shot everything. And the armor, if you're wearing all the armor, you are basically in creative mode. The game treats you like you are in creative mode. You can only be killed by things wearing infinity armor. Like, it's ridiculously overpowered. And we're obviously going to go for that because it makes the challenge of this mod pack a lot easier. So that is the good news. What's the bad news? I don't know that there's bad news actually this time. We are going to continue working on making a couple of more. How do I want to say it? We want to upgrade our gear just a little bit more. We're gonna have to kill the Wither today. And we're going to have to fight another Ender Chicken. Because I want to get into ProjectE, the other mod pack that is ridiculously overpowered. So that's what we're going to do. Now, before we do too much, let's let's start with the enchanting stuff. So I want to enchant a bunch of stuff onto our gear. I have a Reaper 4 book, which is going to be super important later for Draconic Evolution. I had a sword that I enchanted a while ago. I finally disenchanted it. Got a Reaper 4 book. That is good enough. You can get up to Reaper 5. However, the recipe for getting Reaper 5 is ridiculous with the enchanter because it requires blocks of draconium, and we don't have draconium. We have very little draconium. So the other things that I'm going to want, we're going to want unbreaking. We're going to want 5 unbreaking books, 4 for our armor, and 1 for our sword. We're going to be putting Reaper on our sword. And let's see. So unbreaking, and then 1 more. And then I want sweeping edge on our sword. And then let's go ahead and combine these. Reaper, we don't have enough levels. And then I also want looting, which is skulls. That is easy enough. So let's get a bunch of experience. And, oops, not go downstairs. We'll get a bunch of experience, and then we'll get some skulls. I think we only need 3. We also need a book and quill. I know that I took 4. That was an accident. We'll put 1 back. And let's go ahead and get looting 3. So we'll put these all on 1 book. And 23 levels. I think we can handle that. We have 63,000 experience. And now we have 60 levels. So we'll put all this on here. And sharpness 5, sweeping edge 3, looting 3, unbreaking 3, Reaper 4. I think that will work pretty nicely. And then we can put unbreaking on all of our armor. And that's not too bad. Now, there is a couple more things that I want to do. We're going to make 2 more upgrades. So we need dark steel, clay, and string. So is it 1 each? 4 string. I could not remember. And then string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we are going to quickly make some more upgrades. For this case, what we're trying to upgrade is I want step assist. I want step assist for making things easier to go to the end without me having to make staircase. And you know what? Let's potentially make 1 more. Upgrade speed. This should not be too bad. Let's make 1 more. Let's make a speed 1. So 4 string, clay, and a dark steel. And we'll get that just real quick. Will not be difficult. I don't think any of this stuff is actually difficult to make. So I want step assist. We have to make jump in order to use step assist. It requires it. Not a big deal, but kind of annoying. And let's see what we need. So jump requires a piston and a wooden gear. Speed requires a wooden gear as well. So we're going to need 2 of those. And we should be able to make a piston. So that is jump. Step assist requires bricks. And we need a speed potion. Let's grab a bottle. Sugar. Netherwort. What level of speed? It is a redstone speed. Okay. Do we not have any potions at all? Not in there. Okay. That's fine. We have a sink. I'm gonna put a sink right here just to make my life a little easier. And we'll just do this. Perfect. Nice and quick and easy. Alright, then we need to give levels. And we should be able to, so speed goes on, oops, speed goes on our pants. And step assist we can't put on until we have jump 1. Kind of silly, but whatever. Step assist may be disabled by another mod. Well, we'll find out. So let's decide what we're gonna do first. I've got a bunch of. Okay. Is that ever gonna go away? Hopefully. I got it. Is there any type of thing with shields? We could make a dark shield, and an ender shield. Can we like upgrade those? We can. Interesting. It looks like it is just empowered that you can do with this. It's instilled in a guardian diode, which is not too difficult. Okay. So let's grab our soul sand. Let's grab our wither skulls. 3. And let's go ahead and make this, the Draconic Evolution Tablet. That is one quest that we're going to do today. Also, I made some chickens. We have glass chickens, so we got mechanical crafter, glowstone chickens, capacitors. And I'm working on the diamond chickens and the blood chickens. I think I have one, but we'll get there. So we have knowledge, repair talisman. That's kind of cool. I should be able to get the dragon heart. We'll get a cobblestone generator. And yeah, we'll get into the other stuff later, to be perfectly honest. We need to get a supply of draconium. Draconium is the main resource in Draconic Evolution. Makes sense. We just don't have that available to us yet. And for extreme crafting, we need to really get into nether stars. But for the Philosopher's Stone, which is the next thing we're going to work towards, we need an ender star. Ender star requires a nether star and dragon's breath. So we're going to go fight the dragon again, the chicken. And I found out how to get the dragon's breath. So that will be good. And I want to make something else. We're going to grab a bunch of reinforced obsidian. And we're going to make a little bit more of this. And hopefully that will eventually go away. So let's just save that. And we're going to make a bunch of reinforced obsidian. It is just iron bars, which is so simple for us. And we're going to make like a stack. Let's make a little bit more. I'd rather have extra than to run out. So we'll make 2 stacks. That will work. And that is the wrong way. Is there anything else that we're going to need? We have a hammer. Okay. So let's head off to the mining dimension, because that's where we're going to fight the wither. And hopefully it's not going to go too bad. There is a chance, but that's why we have the reinforced obsidian. Reinforced obsidian is witherproof, meaning the wither can't break it. And that is very important. Normally, in vanilla, people use other things, but it works just fine, game. Alright, so I need to find a nice, relatively open area to summon in this wither, and I believe there is a thing right here. And this will work. In fact, we'll just convert this area. Alright, so let's do to F7 so we can see dark spots. I don't want things spawning in here. And let's just grab some blocks. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will work quite nicely. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll just make a 7 by 7 area, and make sure this area is decently lit. And I'll probably have to go get more of the obsidian. Not a big deal. This is a fairly large area that I'm making, which normally I don't make that big of an area. But this time I kind of feel like I should, just to make it a little bit more reusable. Alright, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? No. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of clearing. And I'll tell you guys what. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What I am going to do, I'm going to take this up to probably this level and put a roof on it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll go up one more. And we'll put a roof like so. And I'm basically going to just box this in. We'll put a torch here for now. But I'm just going to make a big obsidian box that nothing can escape from. And we'll come back and fight the wither. So I had to go back and get a little over, I got 2 stacks of obsidian, reinforced obsidian. Took a little bit more than that. I do want to go ahead and do one more thing. Just to kind of make sure that things are a little bit safer. And we'll put the torch on the other side. But here we go. This is our obsidian box for our wither fight. I did also make some strength potions just because why not? Help with the chicken as well. So we just put Mr. Wither back here. That's not where the heads go. And yeah, we can just stand right out here. Should not damage us or anything. And we might as well just drink a potion. Now, obviously, he is going to destroy the torches, but the wither is defeated. The wither also drops Supremium Essence, which is really cool. I do need to figure out if there is any like blast resistant lights. I don't know if Enlightened Fused Quartz is strong enough to withstand the Wither. But what I could also do is make, once we get to it, I can make some witherproof glass and put, whatchamacallit, what are they called? I know what they're called. I can put glowstone on the other side. By the way, I did look into the bug we're having with the step assist may be disabled by other mods. That is a known bug in this version of Ender.io. I don't update things, so this is whatever version was on Curse when I downloaded it, and so we're just going to have to live with that bug. It doesn't actually do anything, but it's there. So yeah, let's head off to the end now, and we'll go fight the Ender Chicken again. Should be a pretty easy battle. Our gear is all still pretty empowered. Has a protection on unbreaking. Our sword is really strong. We have potions for strength, and so everything like all things considered, we should be fine to take on the Ender Chicken. It wasn't that bad of a fight, but we do need to figure out how to get. I need to hit F7. We do need to figure out how to get what we want from the chicken, which is the what's it called? Dragon's Breath. So Dragon's Breath, as far as I'm aware, is collected from its laser beam. So we'll have to try to do that. Let's go ahead and take a potion of strength, and we can get a couple bottles of Ender Air. And I kind of want to just kill this guy as soon as we get the stuff that we need. So chicken stick. Oh, that's the shield. And can we get the noises this thing makes? Dragon's Breath. Please. Please shoot. Laser. And we got it. Okay. We still have strength. So let's just annihilate this guy. We got 5 bottles. This is so loud. Apologies. Let's just finish him. And the Endermen are mad at me. They can't do much to me. Okay. So that's that. Let's grab all the goodies. Another dragon egg. Another dragon heart. More scales. But most importantly, we got what we needed in terms of the Dragon's Breath, which very soon from now we'll be able to duplicate. That is the whole purpose of ProjectE, or as it used to be known, Equivalent Exchange. If you're familiar with the idea of equivalent exchange, it's alchemy. It's a very popular concept, turning one thing into another. That's all it is. And so let's just run all the way back down, and we'll get started in that mod. The reason why we can do that is because we have a ton of things, and most of it we're not using. So we can just scrap a lot of things for what's known as EMC, which actually don't know what that stands for. Energy material currency, maybe? I don't know, something like that probably. But yeah, I'm gonna take off the boots. The boots are causing issues, and we'll probably go bootless for a while. Relatively soon we'll have much better like armor that we can choose from, whether it be draconic or even the infinity stuff. We'll be able to get to that stuff relatively soon. And usually how my stone blocks work is it takes forever to get anywhere, and then once we get close to the end game goes by really quickly. So we're getting close to that point of that breaking point where things are going to go quickly, and I'm gonna have to start building, and that's always a challenge for me. But we have our Nether Star, we have our Dragon's Breath. We even got some Ender Air. For the record, Ender Air is you can collect it at any time in the end. You just click on a block with a bottle, and it's used in Britannia for some stuff. I figured we'd grab some just in case we ever need it, but we don't actually have to do too much with Britannia. Apart from, I am used to playing something else. Apart from, there is some creative items, but I don't know that it cares about them. I don't think we actually have to make them, so that's cool. Let's put our chicken stick in there and drop everything else off. And we can go ahead and make what we need. So we need an Ender Star, and we have the Prismarine shards, we have the black quartz, and there is the Ender Star. Now we can make the Philosopher's Stone, right? We need 3 blocks of redstone. We need 2 blocks of diamonds. We need a block of emeralds and 2 glowstone. And there is the Philosopher's Stone, which is, for the record, the button I'm hitting is T, which in a mod pack I've been playing on my own is is the button to open the quest book. So there is the Philosopher's Stone. This thing is really cool. We can use it to turn emeralds into diamonds and make new things. Iron into ender pearls. We can make just a lot of things, and we can even charge it and use it in the world. I need to stop doing that. It's really powerful. We also need to make antimatter, which we actually don't. We've been collecting this every once in a while. It's fairly rare. We have all of 2. But dark matter is a drop from our loot boxes, loot crates. So that is saving us on that. And I can go ahead and collect that. Normally, to make dark matter, you need a block of diamond and H&Alice fuel. H&Alice fuel is Mobius fuel. Mobius fuel is alchemical coal, which is just normal coal. It's a bunch of coal and some diamonds. That's it. It's actually not too bad to make, so that is cool. And then if we want red matter, which is another thing that we'll need to make at some point, it is, you might have guessed, dark matter and H&Alice fuel. It's just more coal, basically. Coal and diamonds. And you can even, using the Philosopher's Stone, I believe, can't you use, maybe not. I was thinking that you might be able to make diamonds from coal, but I don't think you can. So we need, so dark matter armor is something we can make. Once we have more, that is going to be the quest to do. We need to make a transmutation table. That is kind of the big goal. And what the transmutation table is, and of course it requires extreme crafting. We can get around that a little bit. But what this thing is, basically we teach this thing how to make different stuff. We can also make the Tome of Knowledge and do it all on our own, but that's really expensive for now. So we can teach basically teach the transmutation table how to make things. Everything, or a lot of things in this mod pack have EMC values. You can see underneath the description, the name. So a blank advanced focus is 18,816 EMC. Blank barrel upgrades are 7 EMC. Everything that can be crafted from that has an EMC value, and you just have to put equal amounts. Well, we have some really cool, ways to generate a lot of EMC. There's a ton of ways, and this is a very old mod, so there's a lot of ways that people like more than others and whatnot. But what is this? Knowledge sharing book. Okay, so we need to make some new things, and we're gonna go after the chest. So we need an alchemical chest. That is the first step. To make this, we need some stone, a diamond chest, some dark steel, and then covalence dust. Covalence dust is the weird thing, but if we just click that, most of that stuff we already have. Diamond lattice we can make. The chest we can make. Gold chest. Diamond chest. So all we need now is the covalence dust. And to make these, it's empowered. So we are going to need various things. So do we have... We do not have an infused diamond. That is the hardest part. Because dimensional shards, and I don't know how many dimensional shards we have. We have a good bit. So we get an infused diamond with some coal. We're going to need redstone and a base essence ingot. And then the last one is double compressed cobblestone, which we have. And what went with it? I saw and then I forgot immediately. More redstone. Alright, so we need to go empower this stuff. And we should be able to make the alchemical chest. Luckily, our empower is still set up. This is nice. 3, 4. Double compressed. And there is the low covalence dust, which doesn't actually have any EMC and isn't terribly useful other than making these chests. Infused diamond and for coal. Medium covalence. I don't know what the divining rods are used for. I'll be perfectly honest, I don't remember. The high covalence dust is used to make alchemical bags, which is honestly a really cool thing. They're basically portable storage, but they're massive. They store a lot of stuff. So we'll get the alchemical chest. That is a quest. And that is going to unlock the next one, which we can go ahead. The alchemical chest, by the way, is 4 chests. It is the same size as 4 separate chests in 1 block. So it is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and claim our reward, which is a forged lexicon. Cool. But the more important thing to make is the energy condenser. And I've not looked at this recipe, so I'm hoping we can make it. There are 2 versions. There is the basic and then the Mark II. Mark II, I expected, is pretty expensive. The basic is pretty expensive. So we're going to need to get into fusion crafting, which means we got to get into draconic evolution. That's unfortunate. So I think that's going to be a good place to end the episode. I need to work on a bunch of things now. How close are you to giving me my first bucket? 2 more hours. 2 more hours. And we'll get some infinity. And that's gonna be a good day. I should be able to... Can I not? Oh, I can't. I can't time in a bottle them. That's unfortunate. There are other ways. In fact, the ProjectE has a really, really strong way to tick accelerate, which is what the time in a bottle does. It's called tick acceleration. Basically, it makes the game go faster for whatever we use it on, whether it be plants or machines or whatever. and that is called the Watch of Flowing Time. That's not terrible to make, but we need a pedestal to put it on, and it is a dark matter pedestal. That's not too terrible, but that's not too cheap either. So we got a lot of work to do. I think for right now, what I'm going to work on is I'm going to continue working on chickens. What am I looking up? Energy condenser. We'll put that on the list of things to make, and I'll slowly just try to get the materials to make all this stuff. The crystal chest is really easy. I can make one of those. The dirt chest is also really easy. But we're going to need to get into fusion crafting and start getting a lot of energy. So that is something that we'll have to get into. But I'm going to work on chickens. And I think the other thing that we're going to have to start working on, draconium is a pain to get. Because we are getting some. You can get the draconium blocks from legendary loot crates. We've gotten, I believe, six, which is not bad. It does have an EMC value, so once we start getting into ProjectE, we can make a lot more very easily. There are draconium seeds. That's probably going to be our best bet for the foreseeable future. There's also awakened draconium. We'll get to that when we need to. Otherwise, the intended way to get draconium, in the mining dimension, it is fairly rare, but it does exist. We can get it from sifting. It is a 7.5% chance to get one. Otherwise, I think we can use void ore miners, which are not terrible, but not great. And so there's not a really good way to get draconium apart from chickens and seeds. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to work on getting the chickens, and we're going to start working more on the seeds. So I think next time what we'll do is we'll try to bust out these various things and see what we can get into with all of the mystical agriculture. See if we can start getting to tier 5 stuff. I'm gonna have to really look into how to make mithril. Might be easiest just to get the chickens, but mana infused ore, yeah, it looks like chickens are gonna be the way. So I have a lot of work to do with the chickens, and we'll continue working on seeds and go from there. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. 2 boss fights in 1 episode. The dragon is so easy. The ender chicken is very easy with what we have. Also, by the way, I wanted to get sweeping edge on this thing and looting and reaper for this purpose. Let's clear out some chickens on camera because this is fun. What I do is I sit here and I just pile the chickens in to this 1x1 hole, and some of them will die, but with sweeping edge we can kill them all. And did we get anything good? No. There's a chance that we get a soul, which is kind of cool. I don't know if it's likely to happen, but we get a lot of goods, and with looting we get even more. So I'm going to continue working on chickens. Can tear down the cow stuff. Maybe we'll start building here soon. We'll work on seeds and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!